Hey friends, Emily here from Handmade with Love. I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful day and staying safe. So I'm super excited for today's video because I am in another collab. I'm doing a dollar store upcycle, and if you've been on my channel for a while, I do have another dollar store upcycle that was also part of a different collab. So I'm getting used to these things and they're a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm in a group with, I'll link everybody's like social media information down below, but Mataya, Patty, Rachel from Paper Ventures, and Toni from Polka Dot Mailbox. There's Tazhiana, and then Maddi, who is Snail Mail Maddi. So I'm going to link everybody's social media down below, so make sure to check out their videos. We're all posting today, so that way you guys can easily click on different videos and binge watch some dollar store upcycles. So for my project, I love upcycling boxes. They are so fun, and I found this box at the Target dollar spot, which is $3. So it's not exactly a dollar, but it's still under $5, which I think is a good deal. And it's a really good quality box. It has a magnetic closure here, so you can shut it, and then it also has a string. I think I'm going to take off this string, but I know for sure that I'm going to be spray painting this. So I did just want to show you what the box looks like before I spray paint. And the color that I have, which I used on, I can't remember what I used this on, but I just have this one on hand, so it's going to be a pink color. And I'm going to try to find some stuff in the Sunny Days collection to match that pink color. And then also, while I spray paint this and while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and make the cover for it. So I'm going to spray paint all the sides and, as well as the inside, and then I'm going to do some like paper layering probably halfway across. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure my box because I have not yet done that. So it looks like it's about 5 1/4. Okay, and then this one is a little bit less than 8, kind of right at 8. So I'll do probably 7 3/4. So that way a little bit of the outside edges show. I like whenever that, I like that look. And then the sides here are about 1 3/4 inch. So I'm going to, while this is drying, I'm going to cut out all of those papers for those sizes and just kind of start stitching on them. You definitely don't have to stitch if you don't have a sewing machine. I've seen people just do like dotted lines and stuff like that, or you can even use like scallop scissors to create like a cool pattern if you want to. But I just like the way that the stitching looks, especially with this collection. So yeah, really quick, I'm gonna go off camera and do all of that stuff, and then I will be back to show you the box once it is spray painted, and then we will glue on the layered paper. All right, so I am back now. This did take a little bit longer than expected, so that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. But yeah, it's just kind of humid where I live and not the best place to dry spray paint. So because of how hot and humid it was outside, it was just like took a really long time. But it did turn out really cute. You can see the back is a little bit messed up, but it doesn't really matter because nobody's going to see that anyways. It's going to be the bottom. It's just like kind of scratchy. I probably should have done another coat, but yeah, the spray paint was pretty good. I think if I were to do this again, I would use some matte colored spray paint instead of like the shiny acrylic one. But you live and you learn, and we're just gonna roll with it because I think it is really cute color. So this is what the inside looks like, and I did take out the little plastic compartment that comes on the inside. I just put some sequins in here for right now, but you could definitely keep this in here and have it more as like an embellishment box if you wanted to. But I just love being able to decorate the inside of the box and put whatever I want in there. I'm actually going to be doing some like ruffle embellishments in here, so I do need a little bit more space than the little container, so I'm just going to leave it like this, and I'll show you what I put on the inside at the end. But yeah, I just figured that we could decorate this on camera together, and I did go ahead and cut out the actual panels while it was drying, like I said I was going to do. So I have the side panels here, and then I have the front ones. So this is the one that's going to go on the front, and like I said, I just layered up some scrap papers that I have from this collection, which is Sunny Days. And whenever I added this on there, I realized that this is almost like a pocket, because you can put things in here, and then if you glue it down the right way, like just around the edges, then this one can be a pocket too. And I thought that was kind of neat. I'm not going to have a pocket on the front just because I would be worried that something would fall out of it and I wouldn't really be able to decorate it like I want. But I did use what was left over from this to create another one. You can see very, very close. I did not have very much gold paper left, but I'm going to put this one on the inside of the box, and this one will be a pocket, so that way I can add like a little card in there and maybe like a letter or something like that. But I just thought that was kind of a fun idea to mix it up and make it fun. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down before we start decorating. And like I said, I just stitched these together. It wasn't anything that was really hard to do. I did just have to measure it out a little bit. I had to go back outside because I forgot what the measurements were. But yeah, and I also just wanted to make sure that it lined up right. But it wasn't anything that was too hard. This is actually like a really simple project. I feel like I'm almost kind of cheating because it's literally just a box. But you know what? I love boxes, and these are something that are just really fun to make for me and decorate. And I'm going to actually be using it in a swap that I'll be sending out. Either maybe I'm going to try to finish it up today or tomorrow. And hopefully it will be to the sender soon. I'm sure you guys have been seeing a lot of Sunny Days projects from me. Oh man, I was going to make this pocket and I just put glue everywhere. We're just going to roll with it. But making a pocket is definitely not that hard when you're not distracted. But yeah, you would just glue like around these edges instead of the middle of the box, and then you would be able to slide stuff in there. I think I might still be able to. No, probably not. Oh well, still cute. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, you guys have been seeing like a lot of Sunny Days projects from me, and those are all for a few different people. But I'm excited because this is one of the last things that I will be making with this collection, other than a few more embellishments that you guys will see. And a tag flip coming, which is going to be fun. And this is the side that had the holes. This is like in the kids section, so I think it was to be able to like carry it around. But I don't really need anything to, like anything hanging from the side. I mean, if I wanted to, I definitely could just tie a knot in the middle, in the inside of the box, and then pull the ribbon through. But I don't need to have a carrier for it, so I'm not going to worry about it. And that way it covers up the holes well. And then I have these two right here. This one is just a little bit smaller, and the reason that I did that was because this is the opening of the box, and if I put it too close to the edge right here, I'm just worried about it coming off like with time. So I didn't want to put the super big one here. I wanted to have one just a little bit smaller to go here, just so that way it will stay in place through time. It wouldn't be hard to hot glue it back on, but I would just feel bad if she got it and it had already fallen off or something like that. So just want to go with a smaller piece of paper. And I'm really not being too careful about how I put this stuff down, as you guys can probably tell. I've already done the measurements and everything, so I know that it'll fit on there one way or another. All right, and then this is the back. I'm not going to decorate the bottom. I might put like a sticker on there that says like handmade by me, but I'm not going to put any like paper on it or anything too. I like using hot glue for this because it kind of gives you a second to move the paper around if you need to, which is nice because you don't always get it on there the first try. So that is the back. This is the front. All of these side panels are done. Hopefully you can see it okay on the camera. And then this is what the inside looks like so far. So now we're just going to decorate the front. And I think I'm going to use mostly chipboard for this just because I don't have too much stuff left. I think I might have some bigger embellishments here. This is where I keep all of my little ephemera from the collection. So it might be good for some like layering. I haven't looked at anything too much to see what to use, but I know it will have to be pretty, or I want it to be pretty big, just so that way it will balance out with everything on there. So let me go to my chipboard. I have a lot more chipboard than I do of like stickers and stuff. I like this really big sentiment. I think that that would be fun and it would take up a lot of room. So let's go ahead and pop that out. And I like that flower there too. So maybe we could put this on foam and put this on top of this piece of ephemera here. Let me go ahead and add foam to this because I know I want this to be up. Right, sorry, hopefully I wasn't out of frame during that. So this will go there. And then we'll have the flower over here in the corner. I don't know if I'm gonna pop that up or not, but that's cute. And what else can we add? I really like this girl and I feel like she has a lot of different colors going on. Right now it's kind of black and white mostly. So maybe we'll have her over here with the flower. I think I'm gonna also pop her up on some foam. So I'm just gonna use 2 pieces for that until we figure out where she's gonna go. I feel like she needs something behind her. It's kind of what we're looking at right now. And I want to add some like different textures, so I'm gonna grab some gold thread, and I'm also going to get my little cheesecloth that my cats chewed up. But I do have just a little bit of this left, so that's always fun for like chipboard and stickers and stuff. We also have some like seashells on here. Let me pop this one out, which kind of matches this paper here. So we could do that in the background somehow. I'm gonna leave that up for a second. I think I want to add another piece of ephemera, like maybe a tag or something behind her, because right now that piece of ephemera is just in front of or behind the larger chipboard piece. So I'm gonna look through these and see if I can find a tag or something. A lot of these are just like scrap papers, which I guess I could make a tag. Here's one, kind of matches. That one is cute. I like this little black and white piece. And I also only have one of these hearts left. So I think I'm gonna try to use this too. So I'm gonna leave this out so I can remember to use it. So let's see here. So we're gonna have this kind of in the middle. This flower is gonna be there. The girl is gonna be on the flower, or maybe like, I don't wanna cover up the word too much. I'm one of those people that like to see it. So put her over here, have this a little bit more in the middle, and maybe the seashell could fit in between them. We're gonna try that. So I'm gonna have to add another piece of foam behind here, so that way it is the same level on the bottom. And then I'm gonna have to do the same thing with all of these ones. We're gonna need another piece of foam. So let's lay this down and make sure it's right. And let's see here. All right, I'm liking that. I think it's definitely layered. Maybe even this one over here. Yeah, that's really cute. And then we might come back with a few of these like little shells and hearts and stuff. So I want to go ahead and start getting things kind of laid down before I forget. So let's take this one and do the cheesecloth. Oh, and I have to put the heart on too somewhere. We will find a place for that, I'm sure. All right, and so the way that I do the cheesecloth is it always helps to have something that is already sticky behind it. And this is a really thin material, so you'll be able to move it around and take it off if you need to. It's kind of really easy to like manipulate. So I just pick it up and I try to look at the front because this is what you're going to see whenever you look at it. So don't look at the back too much. Just kind of get it started, and I usually start at the top. And then I just kind of like twirl it a little bit at certain parts. I like ruffle it up some to overlap itself, because that creates a more shadowy look. And I just try not to think about it too much. I know a few people have asked me how I use this, so that's why I'm kind of like going over it a little bit. And I get this at Hobby Lobby, but it's in like the kind of like near the wood section, and you can get it in a really big pack. This is the one that they have around Halloween time, so I like picking that up. It's a little bit thinner than the other cheesecloth. So now I have that on there, and then I'm just going to add hot glue once we add everything else that we need to the back of it, because the cheesecloth covers up the adhesive on a lot of the back of that. So I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing except with gold thread. So I pretty much do it the same way. I just kind of unravel a good amount, and how much you need will kind of depend on the size of the embellishment too, because if it's bigger, you're gonna need a lot more. But I just kind of like wrap it and literally just kind of move it around my fingers and look at the front and try to place it in a spot where you're going to see it. And then if you have like a loose end like this, just try to find where it ends, which is really hard to see. Oops. So you want to find where it ends, and then you want to stick that onto a side, and then you're going to have a lot of extra string, so just kind of like grab it at certain points and pull it around. You can also make it a little bit more even if you want to, just like that. And then there you go. And you can obviously move these in if you want to have it less outward, but I kind of like the way that that looks, especially with everything else going on around the around her. So we're gonna leave that like that, and I might even just kind of set that on top. That looks cute. So let's go ahead and start gluing some of this down. So I'm gonna use a staple up here. In situations like this, I always find it easy to use a stapler because it helps you hold everything together. And I'm gonna use some tape here for this flower. And this is already sticky, so that's going to stay the same. All right, and then now we're going to glue this on, and I'm just kind of putting the glue where the tape is, or where the foam tape is, and I'm placing it right in the middle there, making sure that I have this on there. Okay, and now it's her turn. I'm gonna do the same thing, just add a little bit of glue on the foam tape part, because that's gonna be the part that's touching the box. Okay, and then the last thing is to add this little tag and find a place to put the heart. Might be a little late for this tag, let me see. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna add a staple on this side too. Just like that, and then hot glue the whole entire embellishment down. Okay. And then I think I'm just gonna put this heart over here. I am gonna add a little bit of glue. Okay. And then, like I said, we're gonna come in with some little seashells and some stuff to put around it to kind of frame it. So I'm gonna just grab this pink one, and I'm gonna put this one right here since they match. I'm gonna get this little heart, put it up at the top, and I really don't think too much about this. I just try to find places to put it, and then I'm gonna do this little flower over here. All right, and then maybe, I feel like it needs something down here. So I'm just going to grab this little blue embellishment here, and add a little bit of hot glue and put that right down here at the bottom, just to balance everything out and tie it in. All right. And that is the actual decorating part. I might add something here. I think like a little button would be really cute, but I don't want to make this like too heavy because obviously shipping purposes, and there's going to be actual stuff inside of it too, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. But I think I will just add a little button and leave it at that. So I got this little container of buttons from Hobby Lobby. I always get these whenever they have the sale on half off the Paper Studio, so it makes it pretty cheap, like $4. And it comes with all different colors, and they tend to match a lot of collections. I know they look pretty bright, but they go with quite a few things that I have. I think I'm going to use this pink one. Try to get it somewhere in the middle. I'm just going to glue that down. All right, so now let's go ahead and decorate the inside of this. All right, so to decorate the inside, I'm just going to put some tissue paper in here. Just gonna fold it so that it fits. Sorry if this is loud. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some shred. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of this this sequin mix that I made. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, well, I guess I'll go ahead and add the embellishments. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I guess I can just come back and fix it later. So I'm going to add the embellishments now. And the embellishments that I made, I do have a video of these coming out soon, so you guys just stay on the lookout for these. They are some little sunny days ruffle embellishments. And then I have this one that I made at Valentine's Day, and then I never had any swaps lined up, or all of the ones I had already made were like sent off, and this was the last one. So I just like decorated some stuff on top of it, so hopefully it's not too obvious that it says that it's like Valentine's theme, but yeah, I thought it was still really cute, so I'm gonna put that one in there with these ones. And then I have some that are undecorated for her, because I don't know about you guys, but I always love receiving undecorated embellishments, so that way you can easily make them. So I've just made these ones a while ago, and I'm just going to put them in there on the bottom. And then, so I also have a few of these little banner pieces. I have a little box where I keep like embellishments. So I have a few of these little banner pieces, and I did make one that looks like this. So I'm just gonna add those in there as well. I'm gonna put these ones underneath, so that way she can decorate them and make them look pretty. I didn't realize it, but I use a lot of the same papers. All right, and then I'm gonna put that one, and then these little ruffle embellishments. And I'm gonna add, I think I need more shred in here because it's not really like filling the box. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more shred. And now I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting these in there. All right, and now I'm just gonna add a little bit more shred on the top of the box. It's kind of like a mini swap and a swap if you send this to somebody. How fun. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna add some confetti. All right, I think that is good. And if I wanted to get really fancy, then I could probably decorate this part, since I'm not gonna be using it as a pocket anymore. But it's already really heavy on the cover because of all like the foam and the chipboard and stuff. So I'm just going to leave it how it is, so that way it doesn't get any heavier. But you could definitely do that as an option if you wanted to. All right, so that is the end of this dollar store upcycle, and this is how it turned out. You can also head over to my Instagram if you want to see some still shots of this project. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to Rachel Paper Ventures, who is hosting this challenge, and I hope that you guys will be inspired to participate. Make sure to go click in the description box and check out their videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!